Good morning, second grade, on this what's turning out to be a beautiful yet cold Friday, October. Okay, we're ready for our reading, so listen carefully as I read the story of how Chipmunk got his stripes, okay? And then we'll take the test. So, how Chipmunk got his stripes. Okay, here we go. One autumn day, long ago, Bear was out walking. As he walked, he began to brag. I am Bear. I am the biggest of all the animals. Yes, I am. I am Bear. I am the strongest of all the animals. Yes, I am. I am Bear. I am the loudest of all the animals. Yes, I am. I am Bear. I am Bear. I can do anything. Yes, I can. As soon as Bear said those words, a little voice spoke up from the ground. Can you really do anything? Bear looked down. He saw a little brown squirrel standing on his hind legs. Can you really do anything? Brown Squirrel asked again. Bear stood up very tall. I am Bear. I can do anything. Yes, I can. Can you tell the sun not to rise tomorrow? Brown Squirrel asked. I have never tried that before, but I am Bear. I can do that. Yes, I can. And there's the grouchy old grumpy bear. And there they are standing together talking. Bear turned west to face the sun. It was the time when the sun always goes down. Bear stood up to his full height and spoke in a loud voice. Sun, do not come up tomorrow. At his words, the sun began to disappear behind the hills. You see, said Bear, Sun is afraid of me, as he is running away. But will the sun come up tomorrow? Brown Squirrel asked. No, Bear answered. The sun will not come up. The bear turned to face east, the direction where the sun always used to come up. He sat down. Little Brown Squirrel sat down beside him. All that night they did not sleep. All that night Bear kept saying these words. The sun will not come up, humph. The sun will not come up, humph. But as the night went on, Little Brown Squirrel began to say something too. He said these words. The sun is going to rise, ooh! The sun is going to rise, ooh! And there's the bear, telling it to go away and not come back. And here they are. They're starting to sing their little song back and forth. All through the night, they sat there, one by one. Other animals gathered around them. Fox and wolf, deer and moose, rabbit and porcupine, hawk and owl, otter and beaver, frog and turtle, and even the little mice came. They wanted to see who would be right, Bear or Brown Squirrel. This is what the other animals heard. The sun will not come up, humph. The sun is going to rise, ooh. The sun will not come up, humph. The sun is going to rise, ooh. Finally, it was just before dawn, the time when the sun always used to come up. Look, said Turtle, a little bit of red is starting to show. Yes, said Owl, I believe the sun will rise today. Bear only chanted louder, "The sun will not come up, humph!" But right next to him, Little Brown Squirrel piped up, "The sun is going to rise, ooh!" And here are all the animals sitting there waiting to see what's going to happen. While the two of the animals, while Squirrel and Bear were still kind of arguing. And the sun came up. The birds sang their welcoming songs. Then bright light of the new day spread over the land. Everyone was happy except for one animal. That animal was Bear. He sat there with his head down and a grumpy look on his face. The happiest animal of all was Little Brown Squirrel. "The sun came up," he chirped. "The sun came up, the sun came up, the sun came up." Brown Squirrel was so happy, he forgot what his wise old grandmother had told him when he was very young. "Brown Squirrel," his grandmother had said, "it is good to be right about something, but when someone else is wrong, it is not a good idea to tease him." Now Little Brown Squirrel began to tease Bear. "Bear is foolish, the sun came up. Bear is silly, the sun came up. Bear is stupid, the sun..." There they are, listening. Bear's grumpy. And there sits the squirrel, bragging and teasing the bear, not remembering what his grandma used to tell him. Whomp! Big Bear's paw came down on Little Squirrel, pinning him to the ground. Bear leaned over and opened his huge mouth. "Yes," growled Bear, "the sun did come up. Yes, I do look foolish, but you will not live to see another sunrise. You will not ever tease anyone again, because I, Bear, am going to eat you." Brown Squirrel thought fast. "Are you right? You are right to eat me," he said. "I was wrong to tease you. I would like to say I am sorry before you eat me. But you are pressing down on me so hard that I cannot say anything. I cannot say anything at all. I cannot even breathe. If you lift up your paw just a little bit, then I could take a deep breath and apologize before you eat me." "That is a good idea," Bear said. "I would like to hear you apologize before I eat you." And there's the bear. He's got Brown Squirrel held down with his paw. So Bear lifted up his paw, but instead of apologizing, Brown Squirrel ran. He ran as fast as he could toward the pile of stones where he had his home. He had a tunnel under those stones and a nice warm burrow underground. Little Brown Squirrel's grandmother stood there in the door waiting for him. "Hurry, Brown Squirrel," she called. "Hurry, hurry." And there he goes running, and there's Grandma waiting at the tunnel to get him in safely. Little Brown Squirrel dove for the door to his home, but Bear was faster than he looked. He grabbed for Little Brown Squirrel with his big paw. Bear's long, sharp claws scratched Brown Squirrel's head from the top of his head to the tip of his tail. And there it is. Bear scratched him all the way down. But Brown Squirrel got away. Deep down in his burrow, where Bear couldn't get him, Brown Squirrel curled up next to his grandmother and slept all winter while those scratches on his back healed. There he is with Grandma, and he's going to sleep all winter while his scratches healed. When spring came again, Little Brown Squirrel came out of his hole and looked at himself. There were long, pale stripes all the way down his back where Bear had scratched him. He was Brown Squirrel no longer. He was now Chipmunk, the striped one. That is how Chipmunk got his stripes. Ever since then, Chipmunk has been the first animal to get up every morning. As the sun rises, he scoots to the top of the tallest tree to sing his song. The sun came up, the sun came up, the sun came up, the sun came up. And there is the squirrel looking at his stripes to where he became called now a chipmunk, because chipmunk has stripes and squirrels don't. And there they are sitting there as he sings his song with the other animals. And ever since then, Bear has been the last animal to get up. He doesn't like to hear Chipmunk's song. It reminds him, as it reminds us all, that no one, not even Bear, can do everything. Okay, and that's the picture of Bear still waiting for Squirrel to quit singing his song. So, that is the end of our story. Now we're ready for our test, okay? Here we go. Get your test. Make sure your name is on it. Question number 1. How does Bear feel at the beginning of the story? How does he feel at the beginning of the story, the bear? A, happy that he has a new friend to talk to. B, proud that he is better than the other animals. C, angry that the other animals think he is strong. So how does Bear feel at the beginning of the story? A, happy that he has a new friend to talk to. B, proud that he is better than the other animals. C, angry that the other animals think he is strong. Choose your answer. Okay, question 2. Read these sentences from the story. So listen to these sentences. The sun will not come up. Humph. The sun is going to rise. Ooh. The sun will not come up. Humph. The sun is going to rise. Ooh. Why does the author repeat these sentences? Why does he say them each 2 times? Why does he repeat them? F, to show that there are 4 suns. G, to show that the characters cannot agree. H, to show that the characters are singing a song. Don't let that fool you. Why are they up 2 times? Why did he repeat them? F, to show that there are 4 suns. G, to show that the characters cannot agree. H, to show that the characters are singing a song. Mark your answer. Okay, number 3. Why is Bear unhappy when the sun comes up? Why is Bear unhappy when the sun comes up? A, he doesn't like being teased. B, he doesn't like being wrong. C, he doesn't like being hungry. Why was he unhappy when the sun came up? A, he doesn't like being teased. B, he doesn't like being wrong. C, he doesn't like being hungry. So why was he unhappy when the sun came up? Make your answer. Okay, and 4, number 4. Why does Little Brown Squirrel forget what his grandmother told him about teasing? Why does Little Brown Squirrel forget what his grandmother told him about teasing? F, because he's so happy. G, because he's scared. H, because he is so young. Why did he forget what Grandma told him about teasing? F, because he's so happy. G, because he is so scared. H, because he is so young. Pick an answer. Number 5. Read this sentence from the story. Hurry, Brown Squirrel, she called. Hurry, hurry. So it was, hurry, Brown Squirrel, she called. Hurry, hurry. Why does the author repeat the word hurry? A, to show that the speaker is happy. B, to show that the speaker is scared. C, to show that the speaker is running fast. Why does he repeat the word hurry so many times in the sentence? A, to show that the speaker is happy. B, to show that the speaker is scared, and the speaker is Grandma, okay? C, to show that the speaker is running fast. Right now the speaker is Grandma, so why does the author say hurry, hurry, hurry? A, to show that the speaker is happy. B, to show that the speaker is scared. C, to show that the speaker is running fast. Pick an answer. Okay, number 6. What happens to Little Brown Squirrel during the winter? What happens to Little Brown Squirrel during the winter? F, the scratches on his back heal. G, the bear sneaks into the burrow and frightens him. H, his grandmother punishes him by keeping him underground. What happens to Little Brown Squirrel during the winter? F, the scratches on his back heal. G, bear sneaks into the burrow and frightens him. H, his grandmother punishes him by keeping him underground. Pick your answer. Okay, and number 7. How can the reader tell that Little Brown Squirrel is clever? How can you tell that squirrel's clever? How can you tell that he's smart? Okay, that he's clever. A, because he tricks Bear into lifting his paw. B, because he finds a way to make the sun come up. C, because he sleeps in the underground home all winter long. How can the reader tell that Little Brown Squirrel is clever? How can they tell that he's kind of smart? A, because he tricks Bear into lifting his paw. B, because he finds a way to make the sun come up. C, because he sleeps in his underground home all winter long. Choose an answer. 8. Which sentence from the story shows that Bear is foolish? H. Which sentence from the story shows that Bear is foolish, that he's silly, that he's foolish? F. No, Bear said, the sun will not come up. G. Bear stood up on his full height and spoke in a loud voice. Or H. Bear's big paw came down on Little Brown Squirrel, pinning him to the ground. Which one of those sentences shows us that the bear is foolish, that he's silly? F. No, Bear answered, the sun will not come up. G. Bear stood up to his full height and spoke in a loud voice. Or H. Bear's big paw came down on Little Brown Squirrel, pinning him to the ground. Pick an answer. Okay, and we only have 8 questions today, so that ends our reading test. I will see you, let's see, what do we have next? I will see you after lunch for math, okay? I'll have it up around 1:30, 2 o'clock. Bye-bye.